Cool. Okay. It says that it is live. I'm just going to wait for you two to catch up to make sure everything is going fine. Since I'm still new to the whole live stream thing, still trying to get the hang of this. All right, cool. So this is live. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to be doing a pistol setup thing, both for my T8 as well as my Tipexes. The T8 is going to be a single-use pistol, and the Tipexes are going to be the dual setup. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So I want to angle the camera down a little bit. So here is the T8 setup. I'll quickly go over everything on it. Let me just throw it on real fast. Makes life easy. That way you guys also know how it sits. So there you go. So there is that setup. Just trying to make sure everything's flowing. So here's the T8 setup. My T8 is right here. So I'm going to carry one mag inside of the T8. And then I've got 4 extra T8 mags right here. So I got 5 T8 mags total. Extra CO2s for if I run out of air in the T8, or if teammates or anybody else needs CO2s, I'm carrying them on me right here, as well as in this pouch back here, but I'll get to that in a second. But this is where I'm having my T8s, right? My CO2s. These are just like quick grabs, because the other ones are in a pouch and they're harder to get to. So this is just on the fly, you need to grab it. So the T8 mags, oh, by the way, people are probably going to be asking, the belt is a Blackhawk belt. Blackhawk. So that's the belt. These holsters that are holding my T8 mags are Voodoo Tactical M4 pouches. This is a double stack. Holds the T8 mags really well, actually. So don't really have any problems with them. So there you go. Right here, I've got a push rod, and the main reason why I carry a Zeta Mag push rod is because this is my T8 setup, but also is kind of like a support setup in a sense. I'm going to be carrying this on me for like really big games and such like that. So I'm going to have this right here, and what I mean by support is I'm going to be carrying extra paint for others. So in this pouch, I have 10-round tubes. This pouch I could fit 6. Oh no, I have 8 10-round tubes in here actually. So I can reload 4 Zeta mags on the fly, on the field. So if I need it, or if others need it, it's there for them to use. So there's that. So I can easily hand this off to somebody, and while they're locking down their springs, I can pull out the 10-round tubes in here. They could do that, or if I run into a situation and a lot of activities going, they could easily access it as well back here. So easy access. No, this is not a water bottle pouch. This is actually for my scope that I have on my Hammer 7. This is this pouch actually came with the sight. The sight I use is a Spectre DR replica by Phantom. I picked it up from a buddy of mine, but you can pick them up at Evike. They're like $140 though, so they're pretty expensive sights, but I really love the sight. It's worth the money in my opinion. But this pouch actually came with that sight, so it's all padded up and everything in there. But you can use a water bottle pouch if you guys choose to. But so, yeah, so this is kind of like the support part with the push rod, as well as the 10-round tubes for others who use Zeta mags. And this pouch over here, it's kind of another utility pouch. I have this thing with my Armadillo patch, since I'm sponsored by Armadillo, so I'm repping the patch. And then I got my First Strike patch on there to represent that this is my T8 First Strike setup. So in here, oh, my zipper's on the wrong side. So in here, I'm carrying extra CO2s and paint for me. So if you can see that, there are 4 CO2 12 grams in there, as well as I got 8 round tubes. So basically what I did was I got the standard 10 round tubes like these, and I cut them down to where they could do 8 rounds instead of 10. The main reason why I did that is because I just don't want to have extra paint, like excess paint in here, like all. Well, the thing is, if I do use the 10 round tubes, I load up these mags with the 8 paintballs. There's going to be 2 left over. And when I run, I just don't want them like all rattling around, moving and such. So I cut these down to where I could put 8 paintballs. And also what's actually kind of nice is that with them cut down, I could fit 10 first strike rounds. And with my Hammer 7 with the DAM mags hold 10 rounds each. So I could use these 8 round tubes for these magazines when it comes to round ball. And then I could use these tubes as well for my DAM mags, since these hold 10 first strike rounds, and then the DAM mags also hold 10. But so yeah, there's that. At the moment, I have 5 of those cut up. I do plan on cutting some more later, so I could carry more. Because at the moment, I just got 5 to reload the 5 mags I carry, the 4 on my waist and the 1 in my T8. But yeah, I plan on cutting up some more so I can have extra paint for these mags. Also, in total, I have 8 CO2s. 4 up here for quick grabbing, and then I have 4 more inside of this pouch. Might carry more, I'm not too sure. We'll just see how that goes. But that is the T8 setup. Like I said, the belt is Blackhawk. The utility pouch right here is by Voodoo Tactical, as you can see. The M4 pouches that carry the mags itself is Voodoo Tactical. And then, like I said, this pouch that holds the 10 round tubes is from my sight that I use on my Hammer 7 when I shoot first strike rounds. So there's that. Now for the Tipp-Ex setup. So you guys already know that I got my Tipp-Exes right here with the custom blocks. Cut off the rails. One pistol has a ambidextrous mag release, and the other one has a Exalt extend mag release. I didn't really need, and I had the Exalt ambidextrous mag release on my that I got from Exalt. I had it on my red Tipp-Ex for a while, but when I use these Tipp-Exes, I just found it easier just to reach out for the extended mag release instead of just using the ambi, just because I can just reach it like that. So it's really easy for me to reach. And then the right one, self-explanatory with the Assassin. But yeah, so there's that with the remote lines. I don't have the mags or my tank in here at the moment, but this is just to give you guys a little picture. It's pretty simple belt. The belt itself is a Vulcan. I don't know the official name, but it's like a Vulcan VTAC belt or something like that. That's how it's. I think that's how it is. It's essentially a pod pack. So as you can tell, it is built like a pod pack. So I take it, wrap it around. So it goes on. Oops, wrong way. So it goes around just like a regular pod pack does. So there we go, just like a pod pack. And on the back, instead of the pods being here, they replaced it with MOLLE. So yeah, there's that. Sorry if that sounds annoying. It's right next to the mic. But I have 4 Milsig Faz mags facing upwards. The Zeta mags are going to be put in here. And then this pouch in the middle is where I carry my 13 cubic inch tank. This is a radio pouch that I got off of Amazon. Fits the 13 cubic inch perfectly fine. And then, of course, off of that 13 cubic inch, I have a Ninja dual remote line micro board. So not as much tangling or anything going around with that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Pretty quick little video. So I knew it was going to be pretty quick because it's pretty simple. Nothing really too complicated. Tilt the camera back up. So the main marker I'm going to be using will be my T8, just because I'm really loving playing with this T, especially after playing out in London. It was a lot of fun out there in London playing with this thing, so I want to rock this more often. But I will be carrying my Tipexes as well, just in case anything should go wrong, or if I just want to change it up to where it's like if things are getting hairy and I need a second pistol. There are certain circumstances where like second pistols do come in handy very often. So I'll switch off to the Tipexes relatively quickly. So yeah. So if I feel the need that I need to switch to the TPXs, I will. But I do want to primarily use the T8, mainly also because I love the upper part. That's my favorite. When and where is 0 Hour? 0 Hour is in a week, and that is going to be in New York, New York State, and it's at Capital Combat Zone. I don't remember the exact city where it's at, but it's right next to. It's not too far from Albany, New York. I know that, but yeah, that's about it when it comes down to the setup. So if anybody has any like small questions I can answer, or since I don't want to just be sitting on my knees or anything like that. I know one question I got last week that I didn't answer that I quickly tell a story about is how did I come up with the name PB Panda? Some people are actually pretty interested. Some people actually like the story. I don't really know why, but people do. So let me get this whole circumstance set up for you real quick. So how I came up with the name. So it was my first DK Nations back in, I think 2013 was my first DK, something like that. And hold on. So yeah, it was my first DK. It was about 4 DKs ago. I think it was like 2013 was my first one. Troy, New York. Yeah, there you go. So it's in Troy, New York. So my first, I don't know how that's able to be picked up, but my first DK back in 2013, I went with 2 of my buddies, and at this time, there's a song that just came out like not too long before that event, and it's called "What Does the Fox Say?" And a lot of people actually nowadays don't remember that song, even though it was like probably the most annoying song to ever come out around that time. But I'll play a little snippet. Let me try to get to like the chorus or something. Yeah, it's annoying, I know, but my friends were blasting that song the entire weekend. Like if we were driving anywhere throughout the campsites, my friends were blasting that. I was just in the back seat, kind of just like, yeah, that's all them. I don't have any control over this. They drove and they picked me up for the event, so that they were in control of like the songs and the locations that we were driving and such like that. But so we're blasting that song the whole entire weekend, and when the weekend ended, one of my buddies, he was like, "Hey, we should make a team where everyone's alias is like an animal name." So me and my other buddy that was there, we were like, "Cool, that's fine. That sounds like a fine idea. Make a whole entire team where everyone's aliases are animals. Makes things easy when it comes to remembering people's aliases." So my buddy who came up with the idea, he did. How many charges do you have for the 2 Tipex? How many chargers? Tipexes don't use like anything electric, so please be a little bit more specific because I don't understand the term chargers in that context since it's not an electric marker. So the guy who came up with the idea, he decided that he wanted to go with the Fox since that was like his jam for that weekend. So he wanted to go with Fox. The other guy wanted to come with how many charges? Mags. How many mags do I have for the 2 TPXs? I carry 6. I carry 2. Yeah. Okay. Just making clarification makes things easy. I carry 6, 2 12 rounds, and 4 Zetas. So that's how many mags I carry. Let me see. Where was I? So the guy who came up with the idea, he wanted Fox. The next guy, my other buddy, he wanted to be Raccoon. And then I just chose Panda. That was just the first thing that came in my head. And if you actually look back at like really, really early videos on my channel, you'll see like old intros with like it just show like random animals on it, and that was kind of justifying who's on the team or not, and just like the animal names. But slowly, just that team never came to be. We never grew it to where it was like a recognized team. But I already made this channel that you guys are all watching on, the PB Panda, and the PB is just paintball, so I just do PB and then Panda afterwards. The Panda was just for the team name, but even when the team was kind of like dying, the Panda name just kind of just stuck around. People liked that my alias was named Panda. People just really liked it, so it kind of just stuck for a while. Eventually, I got like old school. I had like panda ears going, so lost those panda ears out on the field, and just got to where it was now. People just started recognizing for the Panda. The Virtue Vios came out back in, I think, 2014. So I bought my white Vios. I still rock now. Those are still my favorite. That's still my favorite mask. I still rock those Vios till today, and I've rocked that black and white Panda looking Vios since they released. Like as soon as the Vios came out, I bought the mask right away, and I never been happier with the mask that I purchased. So the black and white mask kind of just helped the name stick, and people just recognize me now for that. So it's kind of cool that something as simple just as like the name Panda kind of helped people remember me or the channel or anything like that. So nowadays, if I tell people I'm Panda, and if somebody's talking about YouTube videos, like if I mention, they're like, "Do you make videos?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I run a channel under PB Panda," and people like recognize it just off of the name, because not many channels or not many people run the name Panda when it comes to like YouTube or anything like that. So it's kind of cool that not many people that many people recognize me just off of like a simple name like Panda. What was your first marker you started with? I started with a spider, just like many people. There are 2 kinds of like starter markers that people start with. Most people will start with like Tippmann 98 or something like that, or they'll start off with like something like a spider. I started off with a spider, and I just slowly moved on from that to where I use these things now. But yeah. So also the MagFit thing kind of helped people remember the name, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so that's kind of the story of the name. Not the most entertaining story. It's kind of annoying actually, just because I got the name from a team, and the team started from that song, and that song's kind of annoying. So it's pretty funny actually to me. But when I tell people, they don't recognize the song right away, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's really all I had planned for this video. So I showed off my 0 hour setup. That's currently how I'm running it. I haven't ran this setup yet. I won't be able to until 0 hours. So I don't know if this is a highly functional setup until the event, since I'm not able to play at all this weekend. So next time I play will be next weekend. But from what it seems like it'll work fine. Oh, freaking Midnight will win. Easy, 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 easy. There's a reason why he's like the team captain, and he is like one of the best pistol players. Like seem to think I'm good. Don't know why. I don't see myself as very good. Just because I have like a couple moments where like it gets captured and I upload it onto YouTube. Just because I have a couple moments doesn't mean like I'm an extremely good player. Freaking Midnight is like he goes all out all the time. Vest setup, I don't have a vest setup. It's just the belts because honestly, I really like how my jersey looks. So I don't want the jersey covered up at all. So I just run the belts and I have the jersey go over the belts. Because I like the jersey design a lot. So I want to show it off as much as I can. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. Thanks for those who came out and watching and and for anybody who's going out to 0 Hour, I'll see you guys there. I'm pretty excited. I've never been to New York. I've never been on to the East Coast ever when it comes. Actually, yeah, I've never been to the East Coast. So this is going to be my first time traveling to the East Coast. So I'm really looking forward to next weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, you guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to do another stream next week before I leave if I'm able to. I don't know because I've got a lot of projects I need to do. But once again, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys out in the field soon. Later, guys.